Hey, welcome back to YouTube, okay? And welcome to the longer version on property taxes, okay? If you're gonna own a single family house, or, I'll show you in a different neighborhood right now. Show you some of the houses here, if you can see it. You see the houses here as I'm walking slowly around. Show you over here, houses here, okay? And, so anyways, just want to show you, as I walk down here, all right, the properties, and you see here, you've got the sidewalk right here. You've got the roads right here, okay? So I want to show you something very quickly, all right? So right here, you can see this is a sidewalk. You see this here? If you can see that, sidewalk right here. Well, why do they put a sidewalk here? Well, two reasons why, okay? Show you that. Number one, sidewalk is for your safety, to make sure you don't have to walk in the street and you can walk on a sidewalk, or your kids can play on the sidewalk. But who owns the sidewalk? It's actually the city, okay? City owns the sidewalk, all right? And they have to make sure that these sidewalks are taken care of, okay? Now you can see right over here, you see how we have like a kind of Arizona type of lawn, and then we'll go to the next one over here, okay? Right here. So you can see where the sidewalk is here, all right? And then you see the other area, which is right close to the street, and basically every house has this, all right? Well, this is also owned by the city, okay? Now, they have rules, like it or not, like it, okay, or hate it, doesn't matter, okay? But they say, okay, well, even though we own that area, you got to take care of it, all right? So I just want to give you education, basically, to get you educated, to know that you say, okay, I know that this area here, the sidewalk, is built, but I don't own the sidewalk at all. And right over here, this area, okay, between the sidewalk and the street, you see the street right there, okay, sidewalk right there, sidewalk, and between the street, that little lawn area, okay, that's also owned by the city, okay, city, county, okay. But let me show you this. So now we have the sidewalk, if you can see it right here, okay? And you see the lawn right here, and as I come up, you see the house, right? You see the house here, you see the lawn here, okay? And then you see their driveway here, all right? And that is what? Your property, okay? That's your real property. That's your private property. That's when you have rights on the property now, okay? And that's where you're going to be paying your what? Property taxes, okay? I tell people, either love it or hate it, okay? We got to pay it, all right, for the property taxes, because there's problems if we don't pay it. Basically in every state here in the United States, okay? If you don't pay it, you're gonna get some problems there, all right? So remember this first, okay? We're gonna go into some more details, but remember this first, okay? Sidewalk is here, all right? Sidewalk is here, and the area, the lawn, between the sidewalk and the road is owned by the city, okay? But after the sidewalk, okay? See if I can show you this here. You can see that here. See, after the sidewalk, you see where the car is and the grass is right there. And we come up to the house there, and you have the driveway, all right? That is real property, okay? Put it in your pen and paper, real property. That's your property. That's private property. That's where people say, guys, okay, don't come onto my property. But, if you are looking at properties, you can come right here. at the sidewalk, okay? Because that's public property. It's not private property, all right? Or if you want, you can go on the street and everything and look at the properties, take your pictures or whatever. But right here, remember, is the public property. Here, we're gonna get into the private property, okay? So anyways, private property, what happens there? We show this single family house, all right? Single family house with what? Land. Land, we showed you the land in the front. So the land and the single family house is considered real property, okay? Or private property. And what do we have to do? We have to pay property taxes on it. Property taxes on it, okay? So every city, every county is going to charge different prices on their tax rates on your private property. Some will be higher, some will be lower, okay? But that's considered what? Real property. And in real property, we got to pay property taxes, okay? Property taxes. So if you live in a single family house, okay, you'll get a tax bill from the tax collector, okay? And I do tell people, and they put it out there, even if you don't get the bill, okay, you still got to remember to pay them, all right? Because they put it out and say, well, it's not our excuse. You didn't get our bill. You still got to pay, which is actually true, okay? But you do have certain rights and responsibilities. Say, great, I didn't get a bill. I need you to send me another bill, or I'm going to go down to your office and I want you to print a bill for me, because I have the right, okay, to get my bill and see what you are charging me. Remember that, okay? You have certain responsibilities, okay, as a property owner, to make sure that you, look at your bills. Make sure they're accurate. Do they have your name correct? Do they have your address correct? Are they having the correct value of your properties, okay? Because remember, a lot of times if you live at the house, you can claim a deduction on your property taxes. Many times if you are a senior, okay, over a certain age, and maybe a lot of times they might put an income qualification, you can apply for a property tax decrease also for that, okay? And then a lot of times if you are maybe in the military or if you're disabled, okay, you could apply for a discount on your property taxes, okay? So you got to check with your county and find out exactly what type of discounts can I get applied for my property. Maybe you might be able to skip a year on paying your property taxes. Possibly, okay? Got to check with the county, all right? So remember that very important is that when you own real property, a house, okay, that is considered what? Private property. Private property, okay, that the owner can say, hey, don't come on to my private property, which is true. But if you're on the sidewalk here, that is considered public property. Public property, okay? So we can walk here on the sidewalk and everything and be very close to their driveway and their house, but I'm on public property, okay? And over here, technically it is owned by the county, the city, okay? And little gray area there because it's actually owned by the governments, okay? But the owner takes care of it. So little area there, okay? But remember, is usually on the sidewalk right here before, if you want to call it before the sidewalk comes out, right there, it's a house right there, you can see it. that is considered private property, and that's where you're paying your property taxes on. So you want to make sure also, okay, where is the government charging you on your what? Property taxes? Are they correctly making sure that they are charging you for property taxes for your location of the property, not their location of the property? Because if they're charging you property taxes on their location of the property, you can go to them and say, all right, if you're charging me property taxes, do I have the ability now to own it? Okay, but you got to talk to good attorneys on that situation. But what you do want to make sure is you want to make sure that you, as the homeowner, are getting property tax, you're getting taxed on your private property on the correct area, or the lot size, you could say, or the acres of your property, making sure that you say, okay, where does my property end? Where does it start? And where am I paying the property taxes on? Okay, that's important to know. Okay, so anyways, it's a long video. I hope you like it and everything, but I want to give you some good education. We've got a lot of tax sales events coming up on the live event. Go to taxsalesevent.com, taxsalesevent.com. Okay, we've got one coming up on the 16th. I believe we have another one coming up on the 20th. Okay, so if you go to taxsalesevent.com, there's many days that you can register for our free live event on the tax sales, and you'll get some good education. Okay, so I want to give you that education and everything like that. Hope you liked it. Hope I gave you a little bit of information, but it's important. Okay, you get your tax bill, look at it, see where are they paying, where are you paying your property taxes for? What is it for? Okay, exactly. And are they charging you proper property taxes for your location of the property? Okay, is it the proper square feet of the property? Is the lot size correctly? Okay, all those things you're paying property taxes for. Okay, so you as the homeowner, okay, or the landlord, have to do your homework and make sure you are paying what? Proper property taxes amount. Not higher, not lower, but proper. Okay, guys, hope you liked the little video. Remember, keep following us. Follow us also on TikTok. We're on TikTok. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're all over the place. Okay, so I hope you guys like our video. Keep watching us. And remember, go to taxsalesevent.com. taxsalesevent.com. We got some free videos over there. And we'll see you then. Bye-bye.